Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Prospects Central 101. My name is Chris Robbins, and today we are continuing Wide Receiver Blitz Day with our third video of the day. And we are going to be taking a look at Hunter Renfrow, the fifth-year senior from Clemson. So for those of you guys who have not started watching the first two Receiver Blitz videos, or who have found this one first, looking for Hunter Renfrow tape, something like that, today is Wide Receiver Blitz Day at PC 101, and it is January 25th, 2019. And what we're doing today is basically just watching a bunch of receivers in a row, back to back to back to back to back to back to back, something like that, and posting them. So, yeah, Hunter Renfrow is a fifth-year senior from Clemson, listed at 5'10 and 3/8, 175 with 7 and 3/4 inch hands and 29-inch arms. So arm length is very short relative to everyone else, even shorter than Isabella's. And same thing with the hands. Those are very, very tiny hands. 175 is also a little underweight as well. Not too bad, I don't think. I'm not too worried about it, but something to keep an eye on. So yeah, a little bit of background on. Oh, and also for Hunter Renfrow, we're going to be watching the 3/2018 games. But yeah, a little bit of background on receiver blitz day. So we've already done Tyree Brady and Radley Ridley. So if you guys haven't seen those, definitely go check that one out as well, either before or, well, now or after this one, and make sure you come back to this one. But yeah, so these are all suggested videos, generally from Lions fans, since we've been looking really heavily at receiver this year. There was a tweet from Jeff Riston talking about how the Lions are really looking at receivers this year very heavily, and I was basically told from other people the same thing, that I should be looking at receiver. So that's exactly what I'm doing, and it's been a very fun journey for me. Definitely looking through all these receivers, and uh, for those of you guys who've been following the channel since last year, I've already said this on the Ridley video, but I've always been watching more the corner side and the defensive guys. So it's really interesting for me switching over to the offensive side and kind of learning this aspect of the game too. So with that, here we go with the third Blitz video of the day, Hunter Renfrow. Let's go. Oh man, this is really long for a receiver video. 13 minutes? Dang. Okay. Well, that's actually kind of nice. A lot of these receiver videos are like 4 minutes long. It's like, really? Ooh. Oh, I like his efficient motion here. Just right off the bat, heads out. Fake bubble screen, look like. Same thing here. Fake bubble read. Oh, okay, so first time we see a little bit of a cut. So I'm actually going to slow this down completely and go through a few of the things that I've been looking at the first few plays. So from the start here, I'm looking at how he jumps off the snap. Also, I really like that stance. Really aggressive. First step, not entirely impressive. First step. I mean, he still does a really nice job of getting a yard or so off of it, but it's not really as explosive as we've seen from guys like Hollywood and Ridley. And now we're looking for how he reads this defense and finds the separation here. And he kind of cuts a little too late for my taste. He kind of goes a little bit too hard into the corner on this particular route. I would have liked to have seen him cut inside a little bit sooner so that he'd have a little bit more freedom and separation. Because this just gives the corner the opportunity to grab onto him and hold. Actually, why am I watching? Oh, I just turned it to half speed. Back to full. I do like how he's staying engaged with the block. He's not exactly centered, which puts the corner in a fairly easy position to win inside. But regardless, he still does a pretty decent job here of staying engaged long enough to where he can't make a play. Yeah, he's not as aggressive in taking that initial space off the line as some of the other receivers in the class, which is okay, I guess. He's just not. Nice shot of getting centered. Okay, so best blocking we've seen so far today, at least so far. I really like how he gets in front of this corner here and gets himself centered and is able to at least affect the play positively. And yeah, route there, not exactly great. Kind of just runs right into the corner and takes him with him. Nice bubble screen. Like the run after catch ability here. See him find the space really nicely after the catch. Nice job of getting into stance. Not a lot of anchor, but again, I really like how he does a nice job here of just staying engaged, and I love how he's centered here. He does a really nice job of keeping that leverage until the end, and at least long enough to affect that corner's ability to make the play. Clemson's running this play a lot. It's just a fake bubble read. Slot. And yeah, again, same thing. Just he kind of cuts a little, I don't want to say weak, but soft. Nice flat route. Okay, now see, that was a little bit harder of a cut. You get to see a little bit of a route here. Still not really any extension. More so turning his body than his feet. Not really a ton of bend either. Oh, what a shot. That was late. Motion man. And it's a little bit better job there finding the space. I like the motor. And yeah, that was kind of interesting the way he move that outside toward the left boundary. Even though that guy, I mean, that's probably his route, but if he were going to run that route, I'd like him to turn a little bit quicker. And maybe right here instead, and he's a little too rounded. If you're going to run that to maximize the separation, I probably would have wanted to see him about the 42 here, and then just cut it out. That was nice. Not the best throw from Lawrence, but yeah, still, I really like what he did here with his route. Nice job of attacking the inside, selling this hitch for the zig, then bam, takes it out. Very little wasted motion. Very efficient with his movement, which you kind of need and expect with a slot receiver, but still worth pointing out. And yeah, by the way, Hunter Renfrow's a slot. Shocker. Hot take. Oh man, terrible blocking. Okay, I like this route. I'm going to see him right here. Boom. A little bit quicker on the cut and a little bit more shallow as well. He didn't take it as deep, which is nice. He probably could have gotten away with making it quicker and giving Lawrence a little bit more flexibility to throw it to him. Like right here, Lawrence is trying to read him because he's feeling the pressure. And at this point, Lawrence looks like is starting to move on to this guy underneath here. And then he moves on to Ross. That's actually a really good job on this play by moving through his reads by Lawrence. But yeah, Renfrow by now should have his head turned. And this is where he does. Just a little too deep on that. Now, what was the situation? 1st and 10. So yeah, you can't be afraid to cut that sooner. Nice evasion there by Lawrence. Now, do you guys see the end of the route here? Right here? He almost, at this point, starts like jogging. I don't know if he sees the coverage and that's why. But watch this through again. Like right here, he almost just starts jogging. I don't know if that's because there's someone behind him in the zone, in which case I would want him to just sit. Fake bubble again. Clemson loves to run that play. Like half of this tape is when draw fake bubbles. Or re-fake bubbles, more importantly. Same thing. Like literally half of this tape. Seems to be getting worse now that Hunter Johnson's in. I believe that's who that is. Okay. Didn't go for anything, but it's a different play call. Out release. Ah. Yeah, okay, first off, why is he raising his hand here? Calling for the ball, rather, when this dude is right here? And does he not see the quarterback? Oh, well, actually, they're going to show replay. He's going to be right here. Like, the only time that he's going to have a chance of catching this, well, even there, that linebacker can break on it. The only chance that he has of catching this is if he somehow, at this point in the play, decides to cut this back outside and change his route. The second that he cuts this inside, unless he goes straight up to the field from here, and number 7 decides to throw it over the top, he had no chance of getting that ball. Honestly, not seeing a ton from Renfrow that's really standing out so far. I mean, well, that was a nice cut on the route. Oh. Oh my god, he caught that? Okay, well, that was a sick catch, at least. Okay, so that's kind of what I was looking for. Watch here, as he takes this wheel route, and then boom, he hits that next gear. I really love that, how he creates the separation. Of course, the backup quarterback underthrows this. But regardless, I really love how he just takes this, he starts this here, and then right here, he cuts that upfield for the wheel, and then he almost creates a ton of separation when he hits the second gear, and then a very sick hand catch. I mean, look at those hands. Obviously, he has smaller hands based on the numbers, but he's able to come down with that. Wow. Oh, okay, I need to close that. Nice outside release by Renfrow. Sick play call. That's where you get the ball out of your quarterback's hands. Big ball read. Bubble draw. Oh, nice fade. Man, at least that was a good throw. Inside receiver on the bottom, slot. And yeah, at least as far as athletic traits go, he's not really flashing a ton. Oh, finally a pass on that play. I mean, I love how the first time that they passed on that play is when they're down 10 in the fourth quarter to Syracuse at home. Just point that out. I mean, okay, I say down to Syracuse like it's a bad thing. It's actually not. Syracuse is a really good team this year. But they should not be beating national champions in the fourth quarter. Oh, what a run from, is that ETN? Yep, Travis ETN. Just really at this point, like he's kind of just a do-your-job receiver, which is in some ways semi-boring to watch. But I mean, the other thing too is it's kind of been a lot of fake screen runs. So he's not exactly like supposed to be blocking because he's faking the screen. But yet it's at the same time it's a run play. Like that was nice. That was pretty nice blocking on that run. But yeah, you would think that down by 3 with 5 minutes to go to Syracuse that they would be passing a little bit more than this, even with the backup quarterback. That was sick blocking design. I will say that much. It's not Renfrow. Renfrow's this guy here, who once again runs the fake screen. I get that they have a backup quarterback game, but like, is this the only play in Clemson's playbook? Even with Trevor Lawrence, they run this play like more than half the time. Same thing again. Ugh. False start. 4th and 1. 4th and 6. Same play or no? Okay, so let's just point this out for situation's sake in case something actually does happen here. Clemson is number 3 team in the nation at this point. Down by 3 to Syracuse, who is, despite being 4-0, unranked. At home, also the orange jerseys, but obviously the logo. In the fourth quarter, with under 3 minutes to go, on 4th and 6. Okay, an actual standard shotgun pass. He hit it. Oh man, now see, they could have done that play like 5 times. And then they go right back to the read. Nice effort from the quarterback. Oh, nope, that was the tight end again. Renfrow is actually this receiver down here. In the bottom slot. Running the fake screen again. So we got to see a lot of his blocking in that one. Definitely did a much better job than the other two receivers we watched today in that aspect of his game. Got to see him run a lot of screen route, a lot of bubble screens. Did really good with that. Limited wasted motion. Pretty efficient. Unfortunately, because of the play calls from Clemson, we didn't really get to see a lot. Oh, and one thing I guess that could show us is not exactly a great route tree, at least based off of that game. And the other thing too is on some of the earlier passes where we did actually get to see him run some regular routes before the backup came in. He didn't exactly flash athleticism. He's not going to go out there and be that Hollywood Riley Ridley type guy for, or based on what we might have heard, Andy Isabella type guy for you either. So he doesn't really have that special athletic trait, and he doesn't exactly have a great route tree. I wouldn't necessarily say route running, because he's probably able to run some routes as a slot receiver at Clemson, but I don't know, he's not really a very flashy player. He doesn't, we talk in Detroit about playmakers. And yeah, he's made like a couple of plays, like the national championship pick play, and everything that was like such a huge deal for the longest time. And of course, we're not going to see national championship tape because that hasn't been produced yet on YouTube. But he doesn't really give me a playmaker type vibe compared to what's in my head based off of that game. Obviously, that was kind of unfair to judge him off of that because the backup was in. And here we have Kelly Bryant in, so this will be interesting. Okay, nice job winning that inside cut on the route. Okay, nice bubble screen. Okay, nice catch. I like how he was able to come. Actually, I would consider this an in-traffic catch, based on that guy being there and that guy being with him there. Nice play by number 3. Really nice play by number 3. Really nice play by number 3. Zag. Another draw fake bubble. Nice slant. At least we've seen him run that play once or twice now. Right here, he kind of pulls an Indy Isabella type fake out move here. And then right there he wins. But what I like about this play here is how quickly he gets his head around to look for the football. Nice. Again, same deal on this out route. Or rather underneath out. Oh man, sick balance from ETN. Read fake bubble, touchdown. It's pretty poor block. Oh, that wasn't Renfrow though. He is... Where is he on this play? That's a 20-something, so that's not him. That's 25. He's 13. Same thing here. He's... did he change numbers? He looks too big to be Hunter Renfrow. I'm gonna say that much. Yeah, okay, there's at least a 1 on this guy. There we go. Yep, his bubble screen. How do you know Hunter Renfrow is on the field? Clemson runs a bubble. Or a hitch. Oh, man. Okay, nice outcut there. That was actually, that was a short out route here. Boom, I like his cut out here on this route. In fact, I'm actually going to have a chance to slow a play down to actually show something here. But what we're going to see here is we're going to look for his jump off the snap. Boom, not exactly explosive or bursty or quick. And then right here, not exactly a ton of extension either. He doesn't really do a great job of selling this. Yeah, you see the outside leg, it's not really as far out here, and neither is the inside leg. It's kind of interesting. It's almost like his right leg kind of slips a little bit as he makes the cut. It's really weird. Back normal mo. That was a horrible throw. Kelly Bryant, of course. I like how he wins this underneath release there as well. Really nice job winning inside. And of course, Bryant actually does a good job in rigging that. He just terrible throw. Didn't realize that that was a 5'10" Hunter Renfrow instead of a 6 foot something tight end. Oof. Yeah, that was backwards. It's a touchdown. Good pickup. It's a good play. Oh, you think I give him that? Looked to me like it might have been backwards, at least based off the first look. Barely, no. That was just about a yard, half a yard forward. So, yeah, that's a good call. Bottom slot, bubble screen. I mean, he's, oh my, there's a nice run. Is that ETN again? Yep. Quarterback run design. Again with the screen. I mean, on the bright side, he does use a lot of screen routes. Okay, nice fade. Oh, that was it. Oh, that's why. Okay. I didn't really see that from the original look. Oh, yeah, I kind of just blended in with the Texas A&M guys. But yeah, apparently he's right here making the catch. Now we see him get up, but in this angle we see him at the very start. But here's the one where we actually get to see what we want to look for. So first off, he does a great job of going down for this football and winning at the catch. Well, I want to say catch point, but that might not be the best term since it's a low ball. He's not high pointing it. I guess catch point could work. Really nice basket, secure catch, possession. Just get the ball and keep your feet in bounds. He pushed off. High key. Again with the bubble. Oh, nice catch. Okay, so we're going to see, it looks like some kind of vertical stem release here. And he does a great job of with his body control here and adjusting to the football. And the placement here by, looks like Lawrence, right? Oh, no, that's Kelly Bryant. And yeah, he just does a really nice job tracking this ball. I like where his head is at, looking for this ball here. Already forces the corner to adjust for that himself. Because of that, the corner actually kind of mistimes this jump. Because Renfrow turns around a little early looking for the ball, which is good. You want, as a receiver, you want to turn around early and look. And gets his hands up. Makes a nice hands catch. Comes down with the football. And here we go. Yep, nice. Beautiful hand positioning here. It's that nice W right into his, right into his palms. Easy catch. Beautiful. Oh, throw? Oh, man. What a throw. Not the best velocity, but still. That's pretty good arc and really good ball placement. Oh, that was a nice cut. Watch this here from Renfrow. Boom. He uses that over-the-top receiver. Yeah, I'm actually going to slow this one down again. He's still a little bit too aggressive, as I mentioned this a couple of times when he ran routes down the field. And by down the field, I mean not behind the line of scrimmage. With taking a little bit too much space before making his cut. He does the same thing here. He kind of waits a little bit too long in terms of making his cut, but he's almost a little bit too aggressive at trying to take too much space away that he almost runs into the receiver and two guys in the same spot. On the bright side, it worked. It created a lot of separation for him with the pick. Nice effort to get the football. Nice cut on the juke. And yeah, just nice effort to get the ball and get some yak yards out of it. Bubble here, shocking. Again, simple out route there. Nothing too special. Nice one by Kelly Bryant. Big bubble. And again, he kind of waits a little too long here to make this cut. I mean, even 3-4 yards down the field, he's still moving and faking out. Like by that point, especially if you're cutting in for a slant, you probably want to have your move made. Nice attempt at a block at least. So, still not seeing a ton, really. I mean, he's running a lot of screen routes. And I will say his route running, he does get a little bit too deep before making his cuts, which limits the amount of separation he's able to create. And that's probably the biggest negative of his so far. Outside, of course, of lack of route tree, we're not seeing hardly any routes because Clemson's playbook is very, very basic, at least through those two games. So maybe for the third game, we'll see a little bit more of a better playbook. I'm actually going to watch this in 1.5. And then just come back and see if there's anything that actually stands out. Okay, like this first play. I'll get to see a little bit of a down the field release at least. First play of the game, Clemson looking to take a shot. And yeah, not overly impressive athleticism either. That was another thing I was going to bring up. Blocking. Nice shot was seeing centered in the block. Nice shot was seeing engaged. Nice sag route. Nice hitch route. Pretty simple. Okay, so here we get to see a little bit more of a route here. which I'm actually going to tune this down to half. I like how he hits the second gear here. It's not incredibly fast, but really nice swipe with the left hand there as well to create a little bit of separation. Turns the corner around. Nice job of getting his hands on the football. Great hands catch. Excellent play to make him miss. Boom. Honestly, what's kind of scary a little bit about Renfrow is the best trait that he has, at least at this point. Oh yeah, might have been a push-off. The best trait that he has is probably his hands and his catching ability, which for a guy with hands that size, I mean, his athleticism is average, I guess, for a receiver, especially at that size. You want to see someone a little bit more athletic than that. And he has the ability to make people miss, so it's not like he's a complete, like, offensive lineman guy who's going to run slow, but, I mean, you kind of want to see, like, 4-4 or 4-3 inside of a slot. I'm not too sure he's that much faster than, say, Kenny Galladay at 6'3". He does do a pretty nice job of staying centered with his blocking as well. Nice separation. I like how he goes for a lot of possession catches as well. It limits his rack ability, which is kind of disappointment. But at the same time, he's just going out there and making sure that he secures the catches, which there's something to be said positive about that too. Nice out cut. And yep, just a really easy possession catch. Nice catch by 5. I forgot to. At least we're seeing more routes, so it might actually be worth keeping this in half. Hopped. Poor throw from Lawrence. I will say, well, there was another hitch route. Oh, nice catch. Pretty poor ball placement there from Lawrence, but Renfrow able to get hands at it, so nice catch by Renfrow. I will say, though, that Renfrow's route tree is looking a little bit more diverse in this game, which, again, is saying hardly anything, if not nothing, based on the other two games. But he's at least actually running some routes down the field. And by down the field, I mean more than 5 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. Okay, yeah, nothing special there on the release. Here. Nice outside cut. Nice hands catch. So I think, honestly, the one thing that we can learn about Hunter Renfrow is that he's going to be a really good short yardage guy for you. He's going to be a guy that you can put on screenplays. He's going to be that guy that you can probably put in short yardage situations, maybe like a red zone play, something like that as a slot receiver guy type. But honestly, he to me seems like a fourth receiver. He just doesn't really have that elite bursting athleticism. He doesn't really have, as part of that, as well as his lack of height and size, honestly. He doesn't really come off very much as a deep threat. He's not going to be your John Ross 4-2 type 40. Yeah, just, I don't know. He doesn't really have that special it factor about him. He almost just kind of does his job. And for a playmaker position like wide receiver, on the offensive side, it's I mean it's nice and it's cool and it's okay that you can make nice catches, but I mean it's and obviously blocking is actually better than some of the others in this class, but at least as of this point, it's probably not more than you'd want to spend like a day 3 pick on. He's not going to be that flashy guy that's going to go out there and completely shift and revolutionize your offense. I mean, he's going to be that guy that you kind of want to fit into your offense. Just put him out there, say, hey, make this catch. Okay, makes the catch. Run a screen. Run a drag. This seems the type to me that wouldn't be afraid to run across the middle, which is kind of nice. Run a hitch. And I'm sure he can run other routes and everything, but his size limitation kind of limits him from playing too much outside. He's not Odell, is basically what I'm saying with that. And his lack of overall league athleticism will probably limit his role in vertical offenses like Kansas City's and especially Arizona's. You're going to want to see him in more of a West Coast offense, which is fine for Detroit. I mean, in the Lions area, we're probably going to be running quite a bit of West Coast stuff next year. Probably a little bit of spread, so he could be a target for us there on day 3 as that fourth receiver guy coming in and compete with Brandon Powell. But yeah, until I see numbers from Indianapolis and see just how athletic he is, he doesn't really give me that athletic vibe on tape. Maybe he'll play faster in his shorts in Indy, but overall, I mean, he's not really all that flashy. He kind of just goes out there and makes the simple catches, and that's about it. So, and that's nothing against Renfrow. I mean, he can very easily carve himself a role into many offenses in the league. I'm just especially having just come off of Riley Ridley tape, where he's making all these really nice cuts and creating tons of separation with his route running. To see a guy who runs 3/4 of his routes as screens, and most of them doesn't even get thrown the football because it's a run play. It's just not really all that impressive, at least through those 3 games. So, with that being said, yeah, I think that'll do it for this episode. So don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us for some other videos. There's a lot more that's plenty more exciting than this one was, for sure. And yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to check out, again, some of the other videos that we're doing as part of Receiver Blitz today. And yeah, we'll be seeing you guys again soon. But for now, peace out.